Security is ramping up across the country with the election now just a week away. Just weeks ago, an Afghani national was arrested in Oklahoma City, suspected of plotting an election day terror attack. The FBI says Nasir Ahmad Tawhidi bought 2 AK-47s from an undercover officer planning to target large groups of people. His underage brother-in-law also arrested. Joining me now this morning, I have Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt with me. Gov, it's good to see you. It's been a while since you and I have chatted from my OKC days. How you doing 7 days out?
Doing great. Thank you so much for having me on. And yeah, we're excited about next Tuesday.
Yeah. I want to start with just what you thwarted, right? I mean, some Senate Republicans are now calling on DHS to release more info on these 2 Afghan nationals arrested. What more have you learned about these guys and their alleged plot?
Well, so thankful law enforcement caught this early. I mean, we were tracking these guys way back in July and August. They briefed me on it. Some really bad guys that, had ill intent for our country. They don't love America. We need to make sure we know who's coming into our country. That's why Trump policies are so important to have border security. And we know there's people that don't like us very much, and we need to find out who they are. And so just so thankful that our law enforcement worked with the FBI and we were able to thwart this plot.
Yeah, all hands on deck for this one. And, sir, I think the question now from Oklahomans is, am I safe when I go to the ballot box? What do you tell them this morning? And do you have any new credible threats on your radar?
We don't, but 100% you're absolutely safe. We have all law enforcement, all my troopers, all the state law enforcement are in all 77 counties. All we're doing next Tuesday is they're going to be patrolling the polls. They're going to be driving with every single location. So we're monitoring that. We're working with the election board, the FBI, our fusion center. We're sharing information, and we'll make sure that all Oklahomans are safe. We're taking it very seriously. But that's what some of the enemies of our country want. They want to try to disrupt, and they want to try to fear mongering and get people scared. And we want to encourage everybody to get out and vote on next Tuesday.
Speaking of the fear, I wanted to pick your brain on that, Governor, because I had Republican Governor Ron Johnson from Wisconsin on the show just yesterday. I listed off all these threats or violence so far at election sites. Of course, your story in Oklahoma City, the Texas voter who punched the elderly poll worker, Philly man arrested for threatening to skin a state party official, ballot box fires, et cetera, et cetera. List goes on. He said he thinks the media is whipping stuff up about violence and threats, that it's not as big of a concern as the media is making it out to be. And I was just curious your take on that after you yourself thwarted such a serious threat in Oklahoma.
Well, I mean, I would agree with him that, things get overblown. And in Oklahoma specifically, this could have been disastrous, of course. We all know that they were meaning harm. And when they're buying two AK-47s from an undercover officer, very, very serious. But we thwarted that issue. And again, we're doing everything we can at every polling location. I've got law enforcement there. We're sharing data. We also set up an app called Protect OK. So if you see something, we want you to say something. We want Oklahomans to know they can download this app, and whether it's school, they're hearing something about a school, they're hearing something anywhere, we want them to share that data. That goes right into our fusion center, and then we can follow up on those leads. But yes, I mean, let's not let someone make us afraid to get out of our homes and go vote and use this constitutional duty to go out there and choose the next president of the United States.
Yeah, we cannot ever let fear win. Authorities in your state also warning about misinformation when it comes to the election. What are you seeing on that front, sir?
There's always, rumors and things going around on the internet. But I think Oklahomans, most voters are smart enough to know that our polls are going to be open on Tuesday. You can early vote. And so let's just get out there and do it.
All right. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt, really appreciate your time this morning, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And wishing you a safe election in the coming week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.